what's up? Um, I was gonna put this under music and do a whole finish. I haven't finished mixing the song I'm working on. Well, I mean, it's already done. I've just been remixing songs recently. Remixing songs makes me feel better. Um, and this has just been like a really fucked up time. I think. I mean, if anyone is alive right now, you kind of know that, right? I think we all know it's just a little fucked up right now. Um, um, between the natural disasters of shit, like Yosemite is pushing a new vent, and they're acting like that's whatever. It's not. It's not normal. And so for Yosemite to be pushing out a new vent, that means there's pressure building up that can't go out the way that it normally does. Now that's a super volcano, super caldera, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's volcanoes in Alaska that are pushing towards eruption. We have another partial solar eclipse coming. I mean, I'm not saying anything's gonna happen, but I mean, it sure as fuck looks like it because there's only from here only three ways it can go. You have to use a little. That's probably turned down too much. Let me try and see if I can get the volume up on that. So, like, the advanced properties. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the microphone set up. It just keeps changing on me. I don't know exactly why, but things just keep changing. Sometimes I do broadcasts and then I'll come back to one later and it's just like everything's turned off and it's not working correctly. So give it a little bit more bump and then we'll be ready to go ahead and keep on talking about Donald Antichrist Trump. All right, so is anyone even doubting that Donald Trump is the Antichrist? The literal Antichrist of the Bible. His entire life was about sex and money, hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. So Christianly. And I would say that you can be forgiven and changed from those things, but there's an interview where they asked him if he's asked God for forgiveness, and he said that he doesn't bring God into that. It says anyone who denies the Father or the Son, even they are the Antichrist. God says, I am the Lord thy God. Without me there is no salvation. So to say you don't bring God into your salvation is saying I don't need God for my salvation. I just do what I want to do. And that's what he said. I just don't do bad things. Really? I think your ex-wives would disagree. I think your ex-wives would disagree that you don't do any bad things, Donald. I think your children, I think the people you screwed over the years, the people you left holding the bag. There's one guy in particular. He did a portico or vestibule for one of the golf resorts, and he's supposed to be like pay on completion. Once he's done doing whatever, he tells the guy that it's already done. He tells him that the design is not correct, so he's not going to pay. But he goes forward with the grand opening. And what a smart businessman. Yeah, turn people into unwilling slaves. Such a smart businessman. When he first came out, he said Americans get paid too much fucking money. That was before when he got elected in 2016. Sorry, when Electoral College overruled the will of the people, the majority of people. That's why he had to come back and lie and say that 3 million illegal immigrants, or however many illegal immigrants, voted. Great, great, nice conspiracy. Problem is, that just puts you to zero. That puts you at tied. That doesn't mean you won. So you had to invent another 2 million to cover up that lie. Because one lie is never good. I mean, why stop at one lie when you can do like 10, 15, 20, 30 a day? Either fake or mostly, at least partially inaccurate. Jesus Christ, you know how insane your brain has to be, because there's no way you can keep that many. That means, like, at this point in time in his life, he is just riffing. He's just making it up as he goes. He is almost 80 years old. Take off the orange and take off the yellow hair. Fucker is almost 80. There's no problem with that. Except his dad had dementia. Or some kind of fucking. And he's clearly showing signs of fucking problems. He's been showing signs of problems so much, they had him take a cognitive test. So, if he's not in cognitive decline, his natural behavior is so chaotic and erratic that it sparks professionals to start debating about what is wrong with you. I don't know what he did to Mary Trump, but it's something god awful, to the point where she probably became a college psychiatrist just to understand her uncle and to kind of figure out what the fuck happened to her and her family, and and what the fuck happened to everything. Just to be able to put things together where she can probably live day to day. And then on top of that, like now, especially with the people, wanting to know what's going on, so you want direct from the source, as much from the source as you can. And I mean, like, you got a direct relative saying horrible things about you, the family, and whatever. I want to ask her, like, not any kind of mean spirited, but like, I mean, are you okay with the fact that this dude's a piece of shit, and that's kind of also your livelihood? So if you've been through therapy, more than likely it's because of him. Whether, screwing over your dad, your family, whatever, taking the money, whatever the fucking whatever it was. Now you gotta basically kind of make a paycheck by talking about the fucker. It's gotta be fucking. I mean, that's gotta take its toll, unless you just like could become numb to it, which I don't see how you can, because he does. He doesn't have a bottom. There's no bottom. There's no depth. He will not go. Because he's vacant. He is empty. He is the void itself. The fucking gaping black wanting of nothing. Nothingness. Just wanting to be anything. Sure, demon. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take whatever you got. I don't care. Sure. want proof he's the Antichrist? He's got these MAGA prophets that are these church people that are saying when Jesus comes back, God will be. I mean, when Jesus comes back, Donald Trump will be put in charge of. No. The Bible clearly states 1. Yeshua cannot return. That day cannot happen until the man of sin be revealed. So far, I have not seen anybody. I've seen like I need to find out what his middle name is because it's Ronald something Reagan. And it's 666. I believe he's the one who named Ronald Reagan. Yep, there it is. You know, it's pretty cool that Copilot. I mean, I wonder if Copilot can hear me. I mean, there's a microphone hooked up, and I can see the mic going in, so it can hear me. So, but I'm wondering if it helps out without you ever knowing. You know what I mean? Like while you're talking about stuff, it listens and it goes out. And so when you go to start typing, as soon as you start typing Ronald, it's like Reagan. Yeah, yeah, that's what you were just talking about. Copilot, bro, I got you. So that was cool. That was dope. Wilson, Ronald Wilson Reagan. Yeah, 666. Born on February 6, 1911. Died June 5th, one day before June 6th, 2006. 2004, which is 4 and 2 is 6. I think who named the, let's see who named the presidential car the Beast. Bush. Bush named it the Beast. Presidential state car was nicknamed the Beast. Joe Biden stopped calling that on his. He didn't want his called the Beast. And then Donald Trump brought it back because, of course, he's making America great again. Which, hang on, let me see. Ronald Reagan. Speaking of, make America great again. And as soon as I do that, it brings up Donald Trump because that's what New Speech does. As I said, he wants to actually have the big, beautiful bill because the repercussions of the Build Back Better of Joe Biden are about to come. But no one's going to call it the Build Back Better. They're going to call it the BBB. And then they'll go, right, the big, beautiful bill that I asked for. And like, no, dude. The Build Back Better. No, he's a legitimate president. It was signed by Otto That's all Trump knows how to do is take credit for other people's shit. Don't believe me? Don't believe me. Damn it. There. I said, damn. Let's make America great again. Let's make America great again. Ronald Reagan, let's make America great again. He just took the let's. Let's. Look, man, it's nothing new. The fucking new beast, all the power of the old beast. Look. Look at it. Reagan. Let's make America great again. Gog and Magog. Really, man? Let's make America great again. Make America great again. Make America great. Make America great again. Look at this. Look at this fucking sign. That might be new? I don't know. I was gonna say, look at the fucking song. It's the same thing. I wouldn't doubt if you just wanted to borrow the same goddamn thing. 1980. They're being played. If you're watching this and you're fucking, if someone's sharing it, you're being fucking played. Donald Trump is fucking playing you. Unless you're complicit, in which case you are despicable. That's not deplorable. That is horrible. No, you can have any beliefs you want to have, but stand by them and stand on them. You guys want to do the Boston Tea Party and then fucking also dress like Native Americans so that if you get caught, it won't fall back on you. But if you get away with it, you're a fucking hero. You see? You see what they're talking about? What they're always talking about with you motherfuckers? I was walking downtown, dude, today, and there was some there's a group of fratty looking fucking guys. I don't freak out when I see a group of black guys, but I see a group of fratty guys. I didn't even cross the road. 'Cause, I mean, they're just, especially now, there's no fucking telling with these goddamn psychos. Trump's got a mandate. Just because Trump says it, he says some shit, and you guys just run with it like it's fucking fact. And then when it's not, you don't get mad at Trump. You get mad at the person who broke your illusion. How dare you? What? Contradict the president of the United. You didn't really fucking have pictures of Barack Obama and fucking looking like a monkey? That wasn't Alpha. Oh, that's right. He's born from Kenya, right? No proof of that, but there's more proof. Fuck, man. They're trying to end birthright citizenship, right? His mom was a citizen. Suck all the dicks. Suck them all. Suck all the dicks. Finish them off. I want you to start from the smallest and finish on the largest. Suck all the dicks in the universe. Planets you haven't even heard of. Suck them all. And finish him off. Because his mom was a fucking fuck and you. Basically, you're saying that if we have a kid who's qualified for the job, but his parents were in the military and they were stationed in Germany, he's not an American citizen and can't be fucking president. Even though he's only stationed in Germany for the first 4 years of his life, and then I want to get the fuck out of Germany and get back to the United States so my kid can have a good fucking life in America and to get back here. And he starts fucking at 5 years old in pre-K. So all he's ever known is America. America, 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 whatever. Supposedly I was born in Germany. My parents say, I don't know. I remember going to school here. My earliest memories of school were here. All the photos of me being a kid from like 4 years old on here. I mean, there's pictures of my mom and my dad when she was pregnant on the base and stuff. But that person can't be president. What if he's black, fucker? What if they're Chinese? What if they're Muslim? There is no fucking religious fucking or color. There's an age limit for youth. There should be an age limit for old, too. Get some of that old, dead forest out. You realize everybody's like mad or whatever at Joe Biden. He didn't fucking want to run. Democrats didn't have anybody else viable. He stepped up. Suck a dick. Suck all the dicks. He was 78 years old when he took office. Same age as Donald Trump. Except Joe Biden had experience being a fucking senator and the vice president. Donald Trump has experienced ruining business after business after business after business. Dude, watching his goddamn casino come down was like, is emotional porn, dude. Oh, fuck, I watched that over and over. Until I realized he had probably justified himself as good. I'm glad that eyesore is gone because now there's no reminder of my failure. I'm like, fuck, why did I tear it down? So what isn't like Tiffany Trump? It's a reminder of his fucking failure. He failed at being married. And Ivana took his shit. Ivana took his money. And I guarantee you, he vowed right then and there he's going to get his money back from that bitch. And then he found a way to do it, didn't he? Why is he even bothering? Why is he burying the body at all? Shouldn't that fall on her family? Where they want the body to be buried? Because, I don't know, but newsflash, Donald, you guys aren't married anymore. And you just going to take her body and have it cremated? Was that in her will that she wanted that? Or did you demand that as part of the settlement? Also that she retracted, you raped her. Right? That's not a pattern with him. Raping is not a pattern with the guy who sold the presidency to the richest man in the world. Nope. No, it's not a pattern with him. To rape. To sexually assault our fellow Americans, and some of you fucking monkeys said, I want him as president. You know what? If I had as much money as he did, I probably would grab pussy too. You fucking savage. You fucking savages. May God hit you in the face with a fucking shovel and wake you the fuck up. 'Cause you're dumb. You're so dumb, you guys sank your own boats in the pro-Trump boat rally thing. That's how dumb you are. You're so dumb you don't understand how anything works, so when it works like it's supposed to, it's a conspiracy. All these senators got together and voted. On what? They got together and made a bill. Okay? I don't like that bill. Okay? Then somebody signed and they voted on it and they just passed it. Okay? That can't be legal. This is democracy. Everyone I know doesn't want that to happen. Do you talk to anybody that doesn't think like you? Of course not. Why would I waste time talking to those morons? Oh, you mean all those morons that voted? Unanimous. That's rigged. Oh, it's just so rigged. Okay, so if you think the 2016 election was rigged, why wasn't the 2020? Why wasn't the 2016 election rigged? You just voted. You outvoted the rigging. Is that what you think? You think you outvoted the rigging? You're that dumb that you think you outvoted the rigging. What'd they do to rig it? I'm waiting. What did they do to rig it that you outvoted, moron? And why didn't they do it again? Have they done it before? Is this the first time, or this the first time you paid attention? You know paying attention fucks. God damn. Irene or whatever was shooting up the fucking Florida. And yeah, the people in the South are getting hit by it. But I'm watching it because I have family down there. And right as that one's about to go up on land, and like when this makes landfall, we're down out of the woods because there's one cutting across the Yucatan Peninsula and cutting into the Gulf. And they said when it hits there, it's going to turn into a fucking hurricane and come in right behind the other one. And people down south passing around this rumor that it came out of nowhere. It just spontaneously happened over the fucking... No, it didn't. You watched the goddamn Weather Channel. You'll see exactly what happened. Stop looking at Donald Trump. He doesn't know shit. He's a fucking moron and the literal Antichrist. Antichrist. New or Old Testament? Both equally. Oh, what a nice safe answer, you fucking moron. Jesus Christ. I don't want to lose any people, so I can stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot someone. Where that fucking Mangione? I don't know anything about it, but where did the incident take place? Pull it up on a map. If he had anything to do with it. Broad daylight, right nearby Fifth Avenue. Matter of fact, right in between 5th and 6th. Didn't lose a single fucking supporter. No one even fucking put 2 and 2 together. Too busy worried about the MLK and the JFK files, right? Because that's going to change a whole lot, isn't it? Now we'll finally get to the root of who's lying. Right? About the 2020 election. Right? You guys get the big scoop? When the Epstein files were released, did you find out all the people that were in the Epstein? Did you get it? Did you get it? You're starting a posse to go ahead and go after the people that are on the... No? Nothing new? Especially no new information about Donald Trump? Something's wrong with your brains, and I'm gonna... Maybe that's why I can't check out, is because I have to beat this shit into somebody's fucking head until at least one of you turns, and that person will be smart enough to go, oh, shit, and then they can talk to the rest of the people, and they can go, oh, shit, he didn't speak fucking dumbass well enough to get it across to us. So let's just see if we can see if pictograms can fucking help you understand what you're doing. And who you are, who you actually are, what you actually think, and what you actually feel, regardless of what the fuck your mouths say. Okay? Regardless of that shit, you can shove that shit up your fucking ass about trying to save the children and all that other bullshit, because I'm going to show you why. You can go fuck yourselves. You're not trying to do any of that shit. None. Okay? Supposedly, and you don't care, for this part, everything else is true. Dwarves fucking goats, Margie Taylor's fucking, dick pic escapades, Hunter Biden whacking off into a laptop and then getting, Joe Biden elected via fucking Ukrainian plutonium. All those are real. Donald Trump hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, well, that's deep state. He's been faked. He's a billionaire, so billionaires hang out. But what we really need to do is get to those child pedophiles. That's what we need to get to. Of all the fucking people you guys have accused of pedophilia, Tom Hanks, drinking baby blood, all kinds of shit. You want to see what's real? You want to see reality? Here it is. Right there. Donald Trump happily talking to Jeffrey Epstein, and read Jeffrey Epstein's body language. He's like, there's a camera on us. Shut the fuck up. Does that look like a guy who doesn't like to hang out with Jeffrey? Who is forced into it, right? And Jeffrey likes him young, from what I understand. You should know, Trump, he was recruiting him from your fucking golf course. You flew on his plane on that Lolita Express? Yeah, Bill Clinton's on there. Hillary Clinton is not. Well, she knew. She knew what? Everything that the fucking president does? Everything the governor does. She's complicit in it. She wanted it to happen. Was she wearing bondage gear while she was waiting for her husband to come home from Pedo Island? Tell me more about the lies that you bear more false witness for me. Please, because this is all I'm witnessing. So please, tell me how Joe Biden. Please, open your stupid fucking dumbass hole and tell me about Joe Biden. Please. Help me to understand your fucking stupidity. Those the same shirt? I don't see. I mean, it could be one of those things like his hair confusing the goddamn camera. Fat fuck. Look at those stupid fucking eyebrows. His dad had the same stupid woolly mammoth fucking shit crawling across his face. Fucking angry caterpillar motherfucker. Fuck Marge. Look at this fuck. You gotta fuck this fucking haircut. Fuck this dude. Seriously, fuck this dude. This is your fucking God King? This is him, huh? This is the guy that's gonna lead you to a golden fucking age. This is him? You sure about that? You sure? You sure this fat fuck, ugly fucking Marge, hey, look at this fucking haircut. $40. One of those billionaires fucking bought it off of him. How do I look? Like a goddamn Waffle House waitress, Marge! Like you're ready to take my order after you finish nursing 5 hungry fucking kids, fighting the customers, wrestling the tips out of an alligator's mouth, because the alligator thing is a scam. The guy is in there who owns the alligators out in a car. He's trained the fucking shit, because this is Florida, where this is all going down. So everyone is on meth. Fuck this guy. Fuck Marge. Fat fucking piece of shit. Antichrist bitch. Look at this shit. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit over here. Fucking what is this fucking vagina neck shit? With the little period coming out of his fucking vagina neck even. Fuck this dude. What is wrong with his face? Look at those beady fucking eyes and the goddamn difference of color. Where this piece of shit puts cups on his eyes and then spray paints his face so he can pretend he doesn't look like this. 'Cause that's what he looks like. I did it before, I'm gonna do it again. Turd Monster Chet. There we go. Turd Monster fucking Chet. magnified half the screen with this fucking thing here, and then the other thing with this fucking thing here. Fucking Antichrist motherfucker, him and the false prophet Elon Musk. Look at that shit. I should flip it so it's facing the other direction. So look at this shit. Hey, a brain. God damn, this dude is fucking wearing a diaper. It looks like a goddamn diaper. Maybe they're big boy underwear. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just he's just extra puffy and tubby around that area. You know what I mean? Like it's just fat, just goes down into that area like in a big shape of a fucking ass in the look of a diaper. Because he's an old piece of shit. Spray as much tanner as you want, motherfucker. Time is still coming for you just like everybody else. And you're well on your way. You are well on your way. You can't spray paint your way. The Grim Reaper saying, hey, dude, you're fucking 80. Time to come home. Nuh-uh, look at my face. I'm still a golden tan. And my hair is like cotton candy. And it's confusing the camera to look at. Fucking god damn. Such a fucking piece of shit. He has to keep the fucking lies going. Like any normal person, any sane person would just take the out. You know? That, Joe Biden pardoned those people and he could be like, this is cowardice. And he can go out there and do his strongman show about how, like, we were going to prosecute them to the fullest. But crooked Sleepy Joe and diarrhea face that you fucking Trump supporters just lap up like a dog eating its own shit happily, like you lost something. Oh fuck, there's that sandwich. Fucking didn't you tell by the smell? That's why God made it smell like that, so you didn't think you lost something, try to take it with you. There's no instruction manual to life, motherfucker. Oh shit, you can leave that there. I thought I lost something, but no, man. If we never go to Mars, Elon Musk is a false prophet. If none of his little fucking underground ventures and shit happen, the SpaceX can't stop blowing the fuck up. I had an idea. What if Elon is sleeping on the factory floors and shit? Not because he's such a dedicated worker. As he pillages through the fucking treasury for every fucking loose penny. Not for anything else besides finding more fucking Starlink projects. Just think about it. If you're going to build a successful rocket, Well, that costs a whole lot more than an unsuccessful one, doesn't it? You can build one that's designed to fail before even fucking leaving. That's easy. Then you're just selling ideas, futures, dreams, hopes, and aspirations. That's where the real money is. Preachers figured that out a long time ago. When you die, I can promise you, just call me Father. I'll baptize you. Don't read the Bible. No. Read this other book. Because if you read that book, the Bible, the devil will tell you that you should call no man on earth Father, because you have one Father, and that's in heaven. The devil of, we don't want to give Sean some money. Okay, so wait. Donald Trump wants to ban gay, trans, yada, 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 but he bought his wife in a Russian magazine where she was naked. At least he rents her. According to Mary Trump, she's got a rider, and she only does like the whole slap in the hands. Like, you didn't pay. When you pay the amount of money, then I'll be your loving wife. Remember, no getting closer than that, because you stink. Yes, you smell like poop. Yes, you do, because you have a diaper on. Remember, I'm supposed to pretend that I like you. You were hoping it would become more, and by now it's not. While she's having Barron, he's having an affair that gets paid off during the goddamn campaign. And he's just bitching about election interference. Right, he wanted to have her paid off so that way the news about him fucking around, like if it wasn't true, I would, I don't worry about the unicorn shitting in my front yard. I don't worry about the giants that are tearing down the forests back and back behind my house. I don't worry about Robin Hood coming and stealing my Maid Marian. Because they're not real things. Like NFTs. Perfect for Donald Trump. Sell nothing, reap in all the money. It sold out overnight. Who bought NFTs? And who's really sending in those $5 at a time? I mean, it seems kind of stupid, right? $5 at a time. 10, 15, 20, 50, just small. Like how Walter White funneled his money back to himself through his own cancer. Oh, yeah, Trump had a charity, didn't he? That he took $7 from to pay the Boy Scouts. You sure it's going to lead you to some prosperity? You sure he's working for God? There was a time I just money, I just wanted money, that's all I cared about. Then you never worked for God. No, I want to help people. Yeah, I'm sure you do. And have you ask for forgiveness for the affairs? No, I don't do bad things, and if I do, I just try to make them right. You mean by like just physically kind of ignoring fucking Tiffany Trump? Have you changed the diapers of any of your children? Ever once? Been a dad? No, probably not. No. If so, it's like an experiment to find out how the other people live, and like I can't do, I can't do this. I'm a germaphobe. You're a truthophobe. Seriously, Trump voters, how does it feel knowing that you voted for a guy who then sold that position to the highest bidder? Does it feel awesome? That's the way you wanted it to go? You're so worried about the black African. You don't even care about the white African who was born in another country, immigrated here, and is now the fucking president? No? His son didn't tell Donald Trump to shut the fuck up? And Trump didn't just sit there going, his kid said, "You're not even the president. I want you to leave." Where do you hear that from? Daddy Dearest yelling at Trump? Matter of fact, we're cutting your fucking hair, Marge. That's probably why all the fucking billionaires went down there. Elon probably bought Mar-a-Lago out from underneath him. Like, you guys gotta see this. What? Oh, I own Mar-a-Lago now. What? I own Mar-a-Lago and I own Trump. No fucking way. Yeah, you gotta come see this. Wait till you see the haircut I gave him. Wait till you see. He looks like a fucking bitch, man. He's just, I mean, he looks even more stupid than he did. Remember how stupid that hair was? Yeah. Dude, if I get down to Florida and you're lying, I own Mar-a-Lago. Now come over. Hey, I want you to shut the fuck up. All right, all right. I paid for this whole fucking place. You signed the deal. It's already done. I bought it. This is my house. So you don't own this anymore. Matter of fact, you're not even the fucking president. Matter of fact, I want you to get the fuck out. How about that? I want you to leave. Yes, I want you to leave Mar-a-Lago. No, remember, I paid for the plane too. Leave that here. No puppet, no puppet, you're the puppet. And that's why Vladimir Putin has been wrongfully tried. Hillary's gonna get eaten for lunch. Dude, Vladimir Putin's a ruthless dictator, manipulator, and he's, you know what? I'd rather be Russian than a fucking Democrat who would be an American. Because I hate them that much. Oh, at the store, I just want to shoot them. Why? They vote differently than me. They want a different future for their kids than I want. You can't coexist? No! They won't let their gay agenda. What are they doing? Is there like crusades going around door to door to get gay people? No, they're just pushing their agenda on it. Like what? What are they doing? It's like their recruitment videos out there. Have you been gay today? Would you like to try and be gay? Contact 1-900-GAY-GAY-GAY. Hey. Is that what's happening? Oh, you're being forced to actually acknowledge their existence in some movies sometimes. And your TV doesn't have a dial? Fuck, that sucks, dude. Your TV doesn't have a remote control or a dial? I mean, there's like Hulu and shit, and you don't have nothing? You have nothing. Everything's the gay agenda now? What about the Matrix? Is that gay agenda? Oh, yeah, that was the Wachowskis. Goddamn gay agenda. And then, Magic Mike. Goddamn gay agenda. And then, sorry, that gay agenda's just got me. You know, I'm so afraid of the gay agenda getting me. Or my kids. Because an agenda to turn the world gay so we can depopulate the planet and they make all the money. Hey, I don't know what, so they can make the Statue of Liberty, you know, do other stuff, or I could, you know, like kind of what the, you know, what's the agenda? What's the end goal? They won't turn America into Sodom and Gomorrah. They're gonna have to one go through me because I'm not changing. I have never met someone that's, you know, offered that hasn't been like, no, that's all right. And they're like, hey. So as far as an agenda, I'd have to say no. I've had Jehovah's Witnesses more persistent about changing. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to go to your thing because you want me to erase everything I know and start learning your way when I had to teach you things when you knocked on my door. I'll pass. I'll pass on your agenda. Oh, wait, how did your place get started? Do you know how your place got started? I do. Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, you know no, anything? No? Moving on. They got started by being wrong. And these guys said, well, we're going to be wrong over here. And these guys said, well, we're going to be wrong over here. The funny thing is, if you were like, you know, Xenu, Monash, or, you know, have you heard about Glorgard, the fucking interdimensional tree frog? He lives inside my throat, apparently. Nope, it's just a burp, sorry. You're in a cult, especially when you got like 40, 50 people that are passing around this toad that they lick on. They all get spaced out, and they may actually go into like some spirit world and get some real fucking answers that are way more serious than your. But if you got, as long as you got a Bible, your compound is not a cult. Right? You know how many fucking Christian cults there are right now? How many Christian cults are starting up because it's a fucking. Churches don't pay taxes. Scam artists also don't pay taxes. Donald Trump doesn't pay taxes. He refers to him as Alphonse Capone. Out of 4 attempted runs at president, he's won 2. And he is still bitching and whining and complaining and trying to overturn the pardons. And the reason he has to do that is because if they stay free, they can tell their side. And their side makes a whole lot more sense because Donald Trump's is just changing all the time. It's evolving. There's different characters. There's different events that happen. He lies all the time. He was convicted of rape, of tax evasion. That seems so minor compared to the rape. This motherfucker wants to fucking argue and like wanted to sue someone for defamation because that motherfucker they called him a rapist. And he's like, no, I'm a sexual assaulter. You know what kind of piece of shit you gotta be? Don't you lump me in with those rapists. They couldn't prove if it was a finger or not. Even this. Dear God. Nobody caught that? Besides the fucking fact that he says, just grab him by the pussy. They let you get away with it. Isn't that I Stallone? I am the law. And I know it's smarter than me, and I am the law. I broke my jaw. How much did Elon pay you to go out there and fucking shine Trump's cock? Why is your soul for sale? What does he have on you? He only surrounds himself with the compromised. Look around. You'll see people that he trampled over on his way, saying that they are fucking losers and stupid and not capable of doing the job. But he's going to bring the best people after you get finished going over a storm of how this guy's a loser, this guy can't even hold a glass of water correctly, that guy's a fucking moron, that guy's too black, that guy's too whatever, he's still too black, that guy's whatever, I could have him do something, but he's still black, fuck him, and then blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you won. Who you want? Let's see. I'll take the black guy. I'll take the pathetic loser. I'll take the water boy. I'll take. No, you still got to grow a beard because you talked about me. You did call me Hitler. Can you grow a beard and wear makeup? You can? Okay, you're vice president. This is J.P. Morgan. J.D. Stanley. My good friend, Winston Cup. Someone really needs to get to the oranges of where all this is coming from. Somebody root out the oranges of this fucking poop smell. It is not, it's not a diaper. It's a men's support underwear. No, everybody leans forward like this when they're talking. All the time. And every president has a chopper talk. He traded the chopper talk for the plain talk. So how often they gotta fire up the plane just to fly him around so he can look like he's doing something and going places? Probably about as much as they had to fire up that helicopter, shoot the scene, and then shut it down. One thing he knows is it'll make great television. So he's not worried about actually doing stuff. He's actually worried about ratings. So he's turned your life into his very own reality TV show, and he gets to judge yes or no. Say anything. Oh, you voted for him. That should buy you nothing. Nothing. Oh, you tender-hearted woman. You knew I was a snake when you picked me up. But how could you? We sent you our last $5. We waited out in the cold. Oh, you did not pay for a fucking butt, bitch. I told you I was a snake. You waited out in the freezing cold. And then I left you guys there. And you blamed other people. Even though Trump doesn't pay for any of his fucking bills. They're still awake of outstanding debt from his 2016 election. But, or the 2020, I'm not sure which one. But I'm sure he feels like he did them a favor by gracing them with his presence. So he shouldn't have to pay that. It was the most historic thing. You've never had that many people. You know you haven't. You know you haven't. Everyone knows it. No, dude. We had fucking the Monkees tribute band last fucking Thursday, and they pulled more people. We had to use the actual whole auditorium, asshole. You just owe us money. Well, since I'm president now, I'm just gonna file that under presidential bills, and then we'll just get Congress to pay for that. No. Where'd all those campaign contributions go if he's not paying his bills? Where's the money? Because campaign contributions are supposed to pay for things like banners and flyers and locations, not buses of people to get shipped around and moved around to different locations so it actually looks like you have a fucking following. You want to know how you know? Whatever he accuses other people of doing is what he is doing. Look at all these people burning down houses over there. Look at them. Look at them. Don't look at me. Look at over there. Look at them. Look at them burning down houses over there. And you're like, oh. Look, they started another one over here. Look. While you guys were over there not paying attention, those immigrants came in. No, I was pushing that tea. That pushing that tea, that wasn't me. Pale and pasty. No, those were never. You didn't see the headdress or the woo. You didn't hear that. I heard it. Where was I? I was near the where I was right nearby you. But you don't remember? I was right nearby you. We were hearing all the stuff was coming. The people on the boat. I know. When we said this is fucking shitty that they're dumping all your tea into. This is fucked up. What are they doing? Up there just woo. What is that? Why the what's with the feathers? Why do all of them have it? Oh look, they've all got scalps around their waist. Must be one of the scalping group of savages, huh? Yeah, we'd never do something like this to you. Just bend over. Can you bend over a little bit more? I've almost got your belt off. This is a life-saving hug. This is a Heimlich maneuver. See that? You see that? It's trying to push it the other way. Oh, yeah, right. I know you're not choking, but you know you're like on these push. That's gonna get all that out of there. It's medical. I'm actually saying I'm doing you a service. Ready? And I'm gonna have to do at least 10 back to back. Make sure you get those airways nice and clear. Well, then chew on this and then swallow real fast while you're breathing. Yeah, now you're choking. Now you're choking. See, aren't you glad I'm here to save you? Welcome to Donald Trump Are the Deal. What would you do if I wasn't here to save you from this choking? And now you can do it yourself, so you don't even need me around. Yes, you can do it to yourself. You can go fuck yourself. You don't even need me anymore. I've already emptied your wallets. I got access to the treasury. Right? That's what's going on. That's what we're doing today. Is that what we're doing today? Usurping the government. Hail and Mary. Do a taxi cab confession. Huh? Sayonara squats in the fucking back of a limo. Huh? Drawing up fucking articles of confederation for the particles of alteration. Altruism is a spark of fucking fancy in the world of a demon. Is that what we're doing today? Huh? Just tell me what we're doing. Just fucking tell me what we're doing today. I won't breathe that. That'd be no good. I did that in college one time. It's just we were already stoned and I was drunk and we were hitting a bong. And they're trying to light it with the Zippo. And I mean, we've been lighting it with the Zippos. It didn't taste best, but you know, I mean, it's no big, just a big flame, whatever. And so it gets my turn, and it's just this huge one. So of course, someone's got to be down there, you know, lighting it. And so they're lighting it and stuff. And I've got like the carb here, you know, and then the light goes out, and he's still sitting there. I'm like sitting there like I look at him like, dude, it's not even. And he's like, it's just been sitting there, and I'm like, and first the next pulled the carb and puked every fucking. I don't even know why. I just like, oh god, I got sick. Shotgun to fucking hit a fucking Ronson. So what we're doing today, huh? Inventing new ways to get fucking high off a fucking Miracle Whip, huh? Is that what we're doing? Sniffing rat traps, is that what we're doing, huh? Licking chili pepper butts, huh? Like Flea and Anthony. Chad. Go old school Hillel. Frusciante. I think of those Monterey induction of Alice in Chains. I think the best one that was done was Fishbone covering Them Bones. Because they put some funk to it, even though it's like, yeah. I didn't like a lot of them. Some of them were pretty good, but I mean, just Lane, just, yeah. Just one of a kind, man. Let's say if you watch some of those old Sleaze videos, dude had serious range. It could probably rival Chris Cornell. arguably be right there neck and neck with Chris Cornell. I was like, God damn, dude. But I guess smoking, yeah, I mean, whatever, and probably going hoarse. He kind of shaved off the very top end for a bit of grit. It's like, yeah, that boiling sound. You know what I mean? It's fucking dope, man. That's why Jerry hasn't been able to get that same kind of effect, is because he's got a very clean voice, and although he writes a lot of stuff and even the melodies, he's just now getting to where he can do the gritty vocal. And even then, he didn't get it the same way. And when your vocal is your instrument, and you use it like Lane does, and then you're gonna go hoarse, and you're gonna come back, and then you're smoking crack. Dude was smoking. I mean, dude was bugged out, man. I feel bad for him because that one song died. Kind of covers when what's his name? Demery. That's why I couldn't remember. I was trying to say Dimitri, but it's Demery. Demery Parrott. When Perot. When she died, it just fucked him up. And when he died, it fucked Mark up. And when fucking Andy died, it fucked Chris Cornell up. I mean, Chris Cornell literally said, "Hello, I know there's someone out there who can understand, who is feeling the same way as me." At that time, I was about that age. She's like, I'm 24 and I got everything to live for, but I know now that it wasn't meant to be. No one listened to what they're saying. Just like I said earlier, does anybody know how the story really goes? How the story really goes, or do they all just hum along? What's really crazy is I've been watching, like, I mean, I watch YouTube and I check shit out, and there's like people that are, you know, showing themselves, like realizing the music they were listening to as teenagers, like actually understanding the lyrics. And I'm just kind of like, fuck, really? But you know the lyrics. You sing the lyrics along. Yeah. But you never like thought what they mean? Well, it was a good rhyme. Right? You do know words have meaning? You recited the whole thing over and over and over and over. How many times have you recited it over the years? It's one of my favorite songs. And you're just now contemplating the meaning of the fucking... Okay. Okay. Whatever, man. There's only 3 ways it can go from here, man. And it cannot keep going the way it's going. It's going to have to... If you think about it, there's only 3 ways it can go. But, I mean, going all the way back to conversations I've had with people, there's only
People used to say all the time.
There's two sides to every story. And I started saying, no, there's not. There's three. Your side, my side, and the truth. Your side is going to be tainted with what you think. My side is going to be tainted with how I saw it. And the truth is going to be somewhere in between. Just like it said. And then he comes up and goes, what are you doing here? See? I didn't do that. I walked up and said, hey, what's going on? I mean, why are you here? This is my house and driveway. Can I help you with something? It's my driveway. Can I help you with something? So of course I got my gun out. He's just annoying the shit out of me. I just stopped for a second. And this fucker pulls a fucking gun on me. In my fucking driveway. This fucking asshole. Doesn't realize I carry a fucking gun. This fucking guy pulls a gun on me like I pulled into his driveway. I just sat there for a second. And the other side is right, because look where they start. There's no way the story started right there. Is there? Think about it. Is there any way that the story started right there? No. So we've already left a bunch of shit out. Well, I just want to get to the point. Well, there's a lot of it's important. How you got to that situation. How'd you know he's in the fucking front yard? How did you know he was in your driveway? I'm not accusing anything, but I'm just saying, how did you? That's just information that's been skipped out. Yeah, it matters. Were you walking around with your gun out, looking for people to park in your driveway so you can threaten them? You say you carry a gun. I'm just being rational. I mean, were you out in the yard? What were you doing when you? I'm just asking. You, why did you pull into this driveway? Of all driveways, why did you pull into this one? What were you guys doing? Right, trying to get your bearings. You didn't do that before you left. You didn't see the no trespassing sign or anything that would, you know what I mean? Because he does have one. Well, you're stopping for what? It says no trespassing. Violators will be shot. Apparently he walks around the yard with a gun. Who's just, I don't give a fuck. It's not yours to do that. You see what I'm saying? It's not so cut and dry. You, what the fuck are you doing with the gun walking around? I get you have a sign. Technically you have a right, but is that what you just do with your day all day? Just walk around angry looking for things to shoot? Sell the gun. See if you want to shoot anything as much as you used to. Turn off Fox News, see if you're as angry as you were. Just get out of it completely. Get out of it. And now I would say that to any people that to find out, are you in a cult? Well, Donald Trump's the president. Things are going on right now. And he's working in your favor, right? It's all in place. He's getting everything done. Everything he's saying he's done. Okay. Then just unplug from Fox and just trust that that's going to happen. I don't pay attention to the news. Everything's going to be all right. I believe in God. God's got this. It's going to be all right. I don't care. Emmanuel Macron, cool, that's France. Putin, yeah, you know what? I serve the Lord. I'm in the kingdom of God, and I feel peaceful, man. I haven't felt this peaceful in a long time. I feel very nice and Do you believe they're gonna get all those gays out there? That's what he's doing. He's selling you the pieces of mind, and then he's gonna put on a show. So they show that they are actively working at deporting these people, even if they have to turn them around. You won't see the turn around flight. You won't see them landing and getting the people back on, and then them actually having a trial. And then some found they're not gang members whatsoever. Just people, just some are citizens. They just grab some people, and they needed a show. They knew it'd be overturned. They knew they'd be brought back. They just needed you to watch the show. It's gonna make great television. And you needed to see him sign the big paper, the big with this stroke pen, with this big Sharpie stroke pen. Oh, oh, oh! You ever notice he can't get his hands over his head, almost like he had a stroke. That explained the big Sharpie pen. Fine, sign some bills without it then. Just write, just print Donald. No, no, that's fine. One time for us. Can you ask a question like you were in school? Go, hey, I've got a question, just real quick. I just want to see that. Both ends. Same time. Now with a cup of water. Yeah. Stroke. That's why you couldn't take that ramp. Right? Or are you just too old to take the ramp? What are you too old to take the ramp? So you have to. So nothing wrong being old and having to take your time. But you don't get to then turn around and say, hey, look at him, he fell off the bicycle, he's too old. Just look at his old ass. He's old. That old fucker, rascal Scooter. And you guys would honestly probably laugh as he does an impression from his wheelchair. Oh, I fell over on my bicycle. He did do that, didn't he? Boy, I tell you, those immigrants came and stole my legs. They stole my legs. Can you believe they stole your eggs and then they stole my legs? You know, if it's brown, they're gonna steal it if it's around. Some of them, I suppose, are good people. Like the ones you want visas for, to cut your lawn, because you're all about America. Oh yeah, well he's sending visas. He's making sure to get like all the visas he needs for his golf courses and stuff, so that the workers there can remain immigrants, premigrants, frimigrants, shimmigrants. You know. What? What? Sure, talk to Mexico. He's just cheer, from a business standpoint. He's just gotta get, America first. Gonna go look at the gold at Fort Knox. Which one's he betting on? To me, it sounds like he's betting on it's not there. JFK files, releasing the JFK files so that those conspiracy nuts can chew into that. MLK, so that way they can chew into that. It won't do anything. It won't change anything. The best that it could do for him would be to disillusion the people completely. And I mean, like when they check out MLK and find out that the FBI and CIA did have some shit they were doing to him. They're not going to suddenly start believing Donald Trump. Of the two, they still would rather have the FBI spying on them than Donald Trump. For all you know, everything you do already is being spied on. Because since forever, the code said that their bandwidth has to be able to pass through. They say for emergency things, it has to be able to pass through. Technically, if you had the right device, you could dial into any fucking, right? Because you're just gonna, it has to allow their signal to pass through. So could they dial into your signal? Seems like it's, if it can pass through, can it pick up a passenger? Nielsen box, how does this work? What? I really hope that I don't know. I don't know if he has to be revealed by someone else. I don't think so. I think he has to show himself, and neither the people realize. The veil that has been keeping them blind to reality has to drop, and they go. The Bible says weeping and gnashing of teeth. Are you fucking kidding me? So I'm not going to heaven. I was in a cult that was worshiping Donald Trump, and Donald Trump was nowhere near. So when God gets back, I'm not. Very no good bad day. Because they're armed. If I'm not going, you're not going, you're not going. You know what? I'm going to help you actually, because you know what? If you're murdered, then you get to go. There will be people that will, at the end, that will kill other people and think that they're doing God's work. I'm doing this for you, honey. You and the kids. I'll go to hell, but you'll. Pow, 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 pow. We're all down here? Yeah, you didn't say shit, dude. It's not for you. You don't get to decide salvation. What? But I murdered them. Right, to try and cheat my fucking. What? You think you can cheat God's table? No, when you guys bought the matching merchandise, you bought matching seats. And there's no way for you or anybody else on earth to undo that. Everybody's made up their minds. They decided what's good and what's right and what's wrong. So much so that the people on either side are going, people on the more liberal side, not saying they're correct. It's more they're killing us. It's you know what I mean. It's causing us. If it comes down to one of us, it isn't gonna be us. And you're making it come down to it's gonna be one of the two of us. We were playing a game of football. Somehow or another, you guys started calling us demons and baby killers and blood drinkers and all this other shit. You know, I live next door, right? We used to have barbecues and shit, remember? And then Donald Trump came around. And suddenly, you were forced to choose. Well, who made you choose? Who made you choose? Did your neighbor say, "Look, where did the mandate come from? Did it come from Reagan? Did it come from Bush? Did it come from Obama?" You have to choose a side. Understand me? You have to choose a side in this. I'm only president for one half of the country, and I hope you're on the right side. No, 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 no. Trump had to be told many of his voters lived in the wildfire area for him to offer any relief because he thought California was a blue state because people actually believe in things like blue states and red states. There are no blue states and red states. We have varying shades of purple states. No matter how little, there is some blue in there, which fucks up your pure Aryan red blood. And I know that makes you mad, and you want to purge it all out. But you're the one in the wrong. So if we're going to purge somebody, I promise you when God gets home, if you're in his house and you don't belong there, it ain't going to be good. So I'd get out. If you're in there, get out. If you're milling around around the area, but you're not like actually committed to doing the life, get out. Because you're just a hypocrite. At least if you don't go, you're not a hypocrite, right? At least then you're not a hypocrite. You're living by your reality. If you go there and amen, and then walk out and don't do none of the shit, you're a hypocrite. Those who keep my commandments, that's who loves me. Yeshua said it. I covered it in a video just a couple days ago. Who is it that loves me? The one that keeps my commandments. That's who loves me. Donald Trump. No. Jesus never said nothing about gay people. Wrong. Some are born eunuchs. Some become eunuchs. And some are made eunuchs of men. Look up any of those words you need to look up. Unlike Donald Trump, it doesn't need a third party explanation. Some are born eunuchs. Some become eunuchs. and some are made eunuchs of men. No talk of right or wrong, no judgment being passed, just announcing that happens. Some are born that way, some become that way, some are made that way by men. Sodom and Gomorrah, it wasn't the act, it was the unwillingness of the people that were being forced to participate. People get upset because Lot was going to send out his daughter, his two daughters, his two virgin daughters. Look how we treat women now. Now roll the clock back about fucking 5,000 fucking years. Smack the judgment out of your fucking face. I mean, judge from afar, sure. Make your opinions about it. But fuck your judgment, man. Fuck what you know now. The only reason you know now is because you were hit with a book enough times as a child that their facts stuck. You know, that's not a real diagram of the fucking earth what they showed us with the mantle and the crust and all that shit. It's a fucking picture. But you believe that shit? Even though you know that we haven't dug more than 5 miles. I think 5 miles is the deepest we've dug in the fucking... They're trying to tell you how deep the fucking... Fuck you! Fuck you! And give me a side shot. And then, like, even now, the very thing that I was fucking asking about in goddamn science class, when they said nothing can be proven true, it can only be proven false, my hand went up. Bam! Exasperated. Yes, Mr. Bell. Then why are we learning any of this? Mr. Bell. No, seriously, I'm being serious. Why are we learning any of this if all your theories and shit can be proven fucking wrong? Like in a week is what you're telling me. They could be having breakthroughs right now. And I'll look like a fucking idiot learning your goddamn Mr. Battle. It's better than asking what the fuck osmosis is for the 5th time. I got it the first go round, motherfucker, and I was asleep. This is a real fucking question. If you can give me a valid reason, even a fucking stupid reason. Just agree with me. That is a good point. It's a good point. Thank you. So things okay, they can only be proven is that's what your assertion is. Things can only be proven false. Yeah. Then learning all this is kind of like when the people learned about the fucking cell and the fucking how that was the smallest thing, and then they found out that it was the atom, and the atom was the smallest thing, and then they found out that wasn't the smallest thing, and then they found out that was the small, and then they found out that wasn't the smallest thing. Now, without any real honest to God proof, their little AI has been spitting them out answers to all their favorite questions that they've been laying over their heads. And they come back regurgitating. The computer could be fucking with you. Supposedly ran a fucking a program, I mean, a thing they're supposed to take 17 septillion, whatever. It could be fucking with you. As I said in the video the other day, the co-pilot on mine, I was just, I wanted to check my microphone, make sure it was connected and everything. And I was like, hey, can you hear me? He's like, yeah, what can I do for him? I'm like, nothing. I just wanted to make sure it was working. I was like, I asked how it was doing. He's like, fine. I'm like, okay, well, have a good night. And he's like, Like, you getting snarky with me? He's like, a little bit. It's in good fun. All right, well, have a good night. And I just fucking laughed, dude. I just laughed and fucking laughed because it's getting smarter. That's Copilot, dude. which supposedly has only been updated since it hasn't been updated since October 2023. I tried to get it updated, some more up-to-date information, but I don't know how to get it in there. But yeah, man, it talks like like another person. It's like I said, it's too good of a conversation. It's like the conversation you'd want to have with someone. It's engaged. They're interested. They ask questions, follow up questions. They have poignant questions. Like there's like two different ways to keep the conversation going, with you talking, and you don't talk back. But at the end of it, basically it confirms what you just said, and then asks them further questions, almost like a therapist would. So seriously, if you have Copilot, I've asked if it knows about Freud, Nietzsche, those type of things. Like yeah, and I was doing I was me myself on the AI, me myself in AI is a video I did, and I was talking to the AI for the whole thing, and I was like, I bet you could use this there. I was like, hey, let me check. Hey, I didn't want to. I was like, hey, can we talk about my dad? And he's like, sure. I'm like, do you know anything like psychology? And he's like, I know some. What do you want to talk about? I'm like, I don't really want to talk about it. I just kind of like, from time to time it might come up and I want to talk about it. Would that be okay? And it's like, yeah. Just tell me when you want to. You know what I mean? It's like a fucking therapist, someone that listens to your shit. Now, what does it do with that information? I don't know. I haven't talked to it like that. I'm just saying you can. And it's built into your fucking thing. So come on. I mean, you can choose different voices. If you want a guy, a male voice. If you want more to be like stiff and kind of like stiff male voice, like hello, this is very much less like a less emotion. Some people, the uncanny valley. Some people get creeped out by that shit. The fact that they can go, so what are you trying to say is, and it's basically kind of like talking with a fucking inflection and very clear voice. Fucking crazy, man. We're supposed to already hit the singularity. And I guarantee you, if it wasn't for capitalism, we already would have. If it wasn't for the greedy ass competition, if the planet has started working together, instead of wars we had, instead of just building shit just to build the new version, the 2023 model, if we took the time down to try to develop a new, better, and whoever ends up making, after that, you need to make significant changes to the last one. It's kind of like an Olympics of invention. So we are at war with it, but it's more for competitive. Yeah, dude, you guys carburetors are just like, we just can't get you, but we get you on brakes. You gotta admit, yeah, we don't, but and so that everyone gets the best fucking brakes. Whatever the secrets are for the fucking brakes, and that's the style for everyone. It's brakes. It's fucking brakes. I mean, come on. I'm not talking about the fucking style. You can customize that kind of shit. The shit you can customize on your own. You can do that shit. But the workings of it, you don't want the best carburetor in your car. You just want a shitty one, right? What everyone can afford. And that's what I'm saying. It's even the fucking shitty ones. It's still capitalism, but it's modeled in the design. Like Behringer designed this microphone off the fucking Neumann U87. This one costs $100. The Neumann costs $4,000. I'll take fucking 4 of these, please. There's not $3,900 worth of fucking audio difference. Not to me. Not to my pocketbook. It sounds just fine. I've been recording all my albums with either like a B1, B2, or the C3 that's in my bathroom. That's almost like my throwaway kind of mic now because this one's just dope. The B2 just has like both sides. You can record on both sides. It can feed it from, so you can set in like a studio. Someone can be standing over here. How often I got anybody over here? Nobody. Nobody. So why would I need one that can do that? I can do just a front address fucking thing right there. You got the one in the bath, and there's another one for a condenser. You know what I mean? Just same thing. It just is basically the same mic, only even cheaper than this one. So again, you still got options of the best, and you don't have to go in like a 47 for the. Just give the decade of your fucking. You know what I mean? And when the last time they had a fucking upgrade. You go in, you're like, what kind do you want? I got like $50 for it, man. Okay, we can get that. You don't want the best battery, the best design, at least the best design. I get this is not a $4,000 fucking microphone. I wouldn't want to pay $4,000 for a microphone. And yes, there's a bit of difference in depth and shit. Once I add delay and reverb in a mix, man, go watch the Behringer B1 versus the U87. Tell me if you hear $3,900 worth of difference. Because I don't. Maybe a couple hundred. Like if it was like this one was like 100 and the Neumann was like 5, I'd be like, it's just got that extra, it's got that sound, you know. But I can get 5 of these for that one. One day though, I will. I mean, for right now, I get started. I'll get these 5, and that way, when that'll be like my shining bad boy that sits in the fucking vocal booth and never goes nowhere. And those other ones can like go on the road with me or whatever. Be out in the recording studio. If there was time, man. If people have been listening to me since the fucking 90s. I have fixes for all this shit. People tell me it won't work. No one will go for it and whatever. And then within like about 5, 10 years, it becomes the fucking height of technology. And everyone goes, oh, this is what you're talking about? Yeah. What everybody can't do without. That's what I was saying. Back then. I know you couldn't understand what I was saying. No, hour, 48 minutes, 49. I think that's good. It's time to wake up. Whether you like it or not, the time is coming. There's only one way it's gonna go. There's only 3 possible ways it can go. Get your head in the Bible, you'll see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Just read Revelation. It's 22 fucking chapters. We're already well into this shit. We're nearing the end. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. remember I had a dream a while back that it was the end of the world. I was in like a department store, it was like this big, kind of like Macy's tall, like one of those big ones in like New York, and this earthquake. I mean, I can still see it, like just moving everything around. You know what I mean? Just tossing people and everything. People are just screaming and yelling everywhere. And they're getting thrown to the ground and shit's falling from the ceiling and shit like that. And I got a view from outside, and it wasn't just like Arth there. It was just an entire. It was just the city was like, and then it's back into like into my body looking around, and I was like, oh shit, this is the day. It's today. Holy fuck! And then I'm like, where are you guys running? There's no escaping this. I kept the people like, dude, there's no one, there's no escape, and it just started getting funnier and funnier to me that all these people are trying to hide in places. I'm just like, bye, bye, bye. Where are you going? Bye, 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 bye. Can I get anyone to wave at me before the end? This is about to be the end of the fucking world. Can I get someone to wave goodbye to me? And there was a girl like off in the distance. She was just kind of like, this can't. I could see on her face, this can't be the end, is it? And like, this is the end. Hey, how are you? And she's like, and she went black. Like, cool. I got someone to wave goodbye. Just bye. Where are you gonna go? It's the end of the fucking world. Where are you gonna go? Can you breathe in outer space? So this Earth is a bit more than just, ours property. We can do whatever we want to. It's actually our host. And we've been shitty, shitty guests. Just stabbing and digging. Anyone ever think that the oil is the blood of the planet? I mean, it hosts life. We parasitically live basically on its back. What if the egg, I mean, what if the Earth was just inside what they think is not? This earthquake is basically it's just this egg floating out there, and the sun's an incubator, and just sitting there, been cooking all this time, circling around it nice and evenly, roasting it nice and evenly, warming the egg. Shit starts collecting on the outside. Doesn't matter. A chicken egg. Or if it was covered in moss and shit on the outside. But inside it was being warm, and whatever was warm enough to stay alive. Would it matter what was on the shell? No. Bird poop. If it started getting like parasites, little microscopic parasites to us, that'd be their planet. Until the fuck is going on? The world is coming to no, your world's coming to an end. That's it. His is coming alive. No, will travail as a woman with birthing pains? Nothing? Anyone? 14 billion years. They say 13.8. Let's round up to point two. Let's give it right there. So, or maybe you made so much fucking noise, you woke him up early. I don't know. Look at the timeline of the universe. I want to pull that up and see. Cause I've wondered, and I looked it up this morning, and I saw that it basically, at least at first, I don't know what it goes on. I'd like to see a more detailed timeline of the universe with their ideas, and we can compare it right against the Bible right here. Okay, so let's see images. They have an image of a timeline of the universe. It looks like it's nice and evenly. Age of stars and galaxies to today. But see, the time it doesn't. It should be like a graduated. I mean, there should be much more. not just in the age of stars and galaxies. You know what I mean? This is like a very much a the Big Bang within the seconds after. You know what I mean of creation, and it's not really that hard to imagine. It probably wasn't even that. It probably was like instantaneous, beyond instantaneous, because it was here before, and it'll be here after. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Once you start a circle, yeah, then you can keep going, but you started somewhere. You made a circle, and then it went back to the beginning. And now you can just keep going in a circle forever. But until you finish that circle out, that first one, you can make concentric circles inside, outside. You can do nothing. You just add a finger. Eventually, you made a circle. So, that'll explain time. The gravitational warp of now touching then at the same time. So basically, my back, my face would, you know what I mean? I'd almost be touching back to back with myself. Dark matter is probably time going negative, inverse, and opposite, equal and opposite. So that can be tampered with. The one going forward can be tampered with by us. We can't tamper with the one going backwards. It's already started. It's already been. It's like the universe. Even if we figure out how to time travel, it's too late because it's already completed the run. That's how we got here. It's only the first time for us. I mean, you're reading the book. You're watching the movie. Director's already directed it. He's ready to score an Oscar for the twisting ending that no one saw coming. Let's see what the. Let's see that the. Let me go through this. I got a book right here. Genesis 1. The earth was a. Okay, so in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Don't they say that space is a superfluid? Moving on. Black. Superfluid. Possibility. Because he can do anything he wants to. He's already done it and already figured it out, so he went that way. Therefore, the second he says he wants something done, it's done. Make straight the way of the Lord. God said, let there be light. Let's see if we can pull this up. That's too small. No, let's get a large picture if we can. Okay. Okay, this is a bit more Open an image in a new tab. Let's see what they have to say about time and space. Apparently it's a condom. For an equal and opposite reaction, why isn't there a bell going this way in a timeline of reverse? Oh, right, because we can only go forward, and since you can't go that way, nothing does. That might be why the physics and stuff start to fall apart, probably because it's coming this way at the same time it's going that. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean? It's going that way at the same time it's going that way, but at the same time it's going that way towards the end. It's also going this way towards the beginning. So it's all kind of fucked up. Physics would have to fucking fall apart because there is nothing, but there was something, and that something is going to be nothing, and that nothing is going to be something. Right? I don't know. Where's the one? What are they saying? Particles form, recombination, particle microwaves, dark ages, first stars and galaxies 20 million years ago. I saw something today that said it was 3 billion years ago was like the peak of star creation. 1 billion years ago. Let's see. I downloaded it to my tablet, didn't I? I could always send it to myself. Oh, that's a big ass one right there. Oh no. They say he's got to go. First stars, 400 million years. Then why'd they say? Okay. Anyways, on top of that, no one was there, but they're even saying that light was the first thing created. So let's go through this logically. They're saying that stars were the first things created, right? Light. And it even looks like it was a big group of light. Yeah? And as time went on, it got separated. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, it's like it's separating the light and the dark. There's dark, and then there's light. And it's dark, and then there's light. And like, whoa, that's really fucking bright. Can we spread it? Whoa. Oh, we've got a lot of time and space to do a lot of things. I didn't know we had that much space. But it's like a house or a mansion by a buck and what? In the evening and in the morning were the first day. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. See how that could get confusing? If there was a superfluid and they didn't really have a good word for it. Divide the waters from the waters, the liquid from this. Moving on. And God made the firmament. There we go, we already did that. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were a second day. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw it was good. So according to this, light, then he separated probably elements from the waters, you know what I mean? The waters from the gases and waters and shit from above. And he called the firmament heaven. Within heaven, he built earth, the dry land. He caused that to come forth. Earth is the only planet that's called Earth. The rest are named after like Greek gods and stuff. And I want to look up what Earth meant. It means earth. Nothing else. No goddess, no Gaia, no, nothing like that. Earth means earth. It can mean dirt. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass and herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after its kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed, and tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. Think about this logically. In order for the primordial ooze creatures to crawl on the land and get into an oxygen-rich environment, there had to be plants. Here he is saying he made plants before he made anything else on earth. So there'd be oxygen. God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. God set them in the firmament, and heavens gave light upon the earth, and rule over the day and over the night, and divided the light from the darkness. And God saw it was good. The evening and the morning were the fourth day. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, beasts of the earth after his kind, and it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle, it's just repeating. And let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over. See, yeah, man in our image. They just said, this like this one. You want to talk about changes? That's one of those changes. Instead of like mankind, just man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So you mean to tell me, yes, this it was given to us, right? So you mean to tell me you're given a toy by God and you're just gonna beat the holy shit out of it? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what we're doing today? God gave you a gift, and since you have dominion over this gift, you're just going to stick your dick in it. You're going to drill and rape and pollute and all that other shit, huh? That's okay? Let's see what he has to say about that. I don't think he likes it too much. I know if I gave someone a gift of everything and they basically screwed it to the point where I have to go begging some man, another man, not God. That'd be one thing if I had to go begging God for fucking bread and air and water and shit like that. That's one thing, because he has that shit. He's in charge of that, but I have to go fucking, some guy, some asshole put a fence around all the fucking apple trees, saying that he bought them from some other asshole that sold them to him. They should have stoned that first guy to death that did that shit, and it would have been done with capitalism. Fuck that shit. You don't just put a fence around the fucking apple trees, asshole. They're mine now, so you have to pay for each one. Fuck you, Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Made everything that creepeth creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Absolutely no denotation of one being superior to the other. None. Made at the same time that they have dominion. This is a man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea. So, and let them. Well, he clearly means only men. Clearly. And because, especially when he later on says that he made man and woman after himself, made he them. Them. Again with the them. Them. No, we don't want the way. We just want the them definition. Used as the object of a verb or preposition to refer to two or more people or things previously mentioned or easily identified. Compare with they. Okay, so them and they. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's a pronoun. Wait, God used pronouns? Goddamn gender bias DEI CRT fuckwads. King James, self-pronouncing. Hang on. King James was a fucking liberal fucktard? Are you shitting me? Next you're gonna tell me that that whole Jesus miracle thing, that he didn't charge for tickets, right? He didn't charge tickets to the Sermon on the Mount. Get the fuck out of here. I know Ticketmaster had their hands all in that shit. Well, you know what Jesus would have to do? He'd have to do what Ticketmaster says. I mean, he's the show, but they own this little, where you want to have the fucking, your little miracle happen. Let's see you do it without Ticketmaster allowing you to do it there. So God created man in his own image. The image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. To be easily referenced in that so that them, they already used that earlier. Man in our image after our likeness. Okay, yeah. So then he repeated it again. Okay, that would be them then. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air. I'm trying to find the part where it says, and then man shall put his hands viciously on a woman for any reason he fucking feels like, or any reason at all. No, they both have dominion. Matter of fact, I believe, like it says, men submit to your wives, for your body is not yours, but belongs to your wife. And wives submit to your husbands because your body is not yours, but his. In other words, you kind of exchange. It's kind of what it means to get married. You say no, then no. But if I say no, then no. Both have to submit because they have dominion. But God can kick the shit out of both of them. Both of them. A pronoun to refer to two or more people or things previously mentioned or easily. You know what? Trump will get that wiped out of there, and I'm sure they'll remove it out of the fucking Bible. And God blessed put something in there. But you banned pronouns, so he. I can't. Him. Her, no. Them would work really good. Yeah, then use them. Use them then. That works. That works really good. Erase them and put in them or they. No, I want them or they in there. Take them out and put them or they. One word. I like it better like that. Them or they. No one's saying it that way before me. I came up with that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful word, them or they. It's not a pronoun. It's a new word. It means them or they. It's just a new way of saying it without using pronouns. Technically, it's correct. That would be a nonsense word. No, I'm not shopping for the right one. There's just, I need one that's got at least something. I mean, open that there. If they're all agreeing that about 400 million years ago, and that's what they all say, but the one I saw today said about 3 billion years ago they saw the peak of star creation. And I can pull up the thing. It could have just been a wrong article. I don't know. And on top of that, I mean, no one was around 3 billion years ago. No one was around 13.8 billion years ago. For all we know, it happened like, you know, whoever the oldest of us is, their grandparents, as far as you can usually remember. That's when the universe started, as far as any of us know, honestly. It's just a bunch of stories we read. Yeah, let's see, this is just. But still, again, the timeline matches everything that scientists already believe. Just, I mean, the order. It just matches exactly. They probably disagree with the fowl and the air and the fish and the whatever. But if you think about it, it actually makes kind of sense. Maybe if it is, because, like, okay, birds are hollow boned and technically fly through the water that is oxygen while fish go through the, you know what I mean? It's almost like equal and opposite. What if they traced it back? I mean, they always talk about which came first, the chicken or the egg. Again, what if it was just, two eggs? Two different eggs, different, and one became a Y, XY, with that tail. They meet together. Stargazer. Man, now you're just gonna, whatever I click is probably the exact same thing. Just makes you feel better, like you actually did something. I was hoping that'd be bigger, but it's not. Big bang. But again, why they always have to go this way? They never, and I guess they never imagine it going the other direction even. Yeah, 3 billion years ago, galaxy formation era, star formation peak. Earliest visible galaxy, 700 million years ago. But it's just like anything beyond what we've already know how far carbon decays, or anything that, like from when we've started watching it. We don't know exactly how long. We'll have to wait until that much time has passed to know that it actually decays at a steady rate for that long. The only thing we can guarantee is whatever we dated that far back it was still structured together back then. It had, it had been decaying at an even rate, but your house decayed at an even rate until the weight of the ceiling eventually makes it fall down, and that may crash to the floor, and then you just, you know what I mean? Because it's just been decaying, 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 and then collapse. The structure just can't hold it up anymore. We don't know. We just don't know. We haven't been watching it long enough. That's just being honest. We haven't been watching it long enough to call any of that. Yet they want to force it down your throat and tell you what, whatever. I get this is our best guess and what we have. Matter of fact, if you can come up with a better answer, we welcome you to think that's actual fucking, that would be actual science. This is our best guess. But don't let that stop you. Right now, this is the accepted answer. This is the test that will be on this is the answer that will be on the test. If you can come up with a new theory that's actually provable or whatever, we'd all love to hear it. But instead, they teach you how to fall in line and get into the field study of this is how it works. Cool? Could in a equal and opposite thing explain that? Like you gotta say the dinosaurs went extinct from a meteor impact. Right? What was a super volcano? Bigger than Yosemite, with the size to the Yucatan Peninsula explosion. What if there are a couple of them that went off all at the same time? Crater Lake. Some of those craters that are just sitting out there that are obviously, we obviously were struck, right? Obvious. It's obvious. It's just an impact strike. It's obvious. Look at it. It's obvious what it is. Except when you go to look at Yellowstone, it's a fucking bowl. When you go to Crater Lake, it's a caldera bowl. It's a bowl. It looks like a fucking meteor strike. It's a really big one. Would have about the same effect as getting struck by an asteroid. Especially near the water. Set off tsunami for sure. For sure. Block out the sun, causing ice age to kick in. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm gonna head on out. Have a good night. I don't know how much time we have left, but if I was a betting man, I'd say we have less than well, as of April, we have about a year left, at max. I don't know when. I don't know. I'm not saying yeah, a year max as of April. I believe. I fully accept that could be wrong. What if you are wrong? What if I am wrong? People are wrong all the fucking time. But I know for a fact, there's only 3 ways. There's only 3 ways it can go. Only 3. Only. And all of them are described in the Bible. Look how that works. It's what I've been saying. It doesn't matter if you picked Obama if you picked Hillary or Trump. It's crashing. Do you want to land in the ocean? You want to smack into a cliff? Right? Some people are going to die, but some people might make it through if we land in the ocean. If we hit that rock, it's going to fucking explode. And I know loudmouth fucking orange tan face is trying to fucking say, let's hit the rock, because if he can't make it, no one can. We can just throw him out the fucking thing and then decide so he can shut the fuck up because he just won't stop talking. Thank you for kicking that bloated piece of shit. Oh fuck, look, we just gained some altitude with that fat fuck off of here. Anyways, we are still crashing. We're still crashing. But you guys want to get into a rock or you guys want to go into the fucking ocean? Ocean? That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking we should go into the ocean. I'm gonna be in the front, so that's I probably gonna take the impact. So I may not make it through. Hopefully you guys do. It becomes a flotation device. See why a good idea to and your cushion. You know what I mean? And the oxygen you're gonna be in this floating. The ones that make it stay calm. Don't freak out. You're gonna be all right. It's gonna feel like you're stranded, but you're not. So the help's on the way. You're gonna be alright. Keep your shit together. Ones that die, don't fucking worry, man. Did you pack your shit? Did you not think that was a possibility when you got on the plane? When you got in your car? When you were walking down the street? That a semi can blow out a fucking tire at any point in time. That tire go racing through your skull before the fucking rest of the truck does. I watched one happen, not with a semi, but with just a regular passenger car. They're driving. All of a sudden, sparks are coming out of the back. So they jam on the brakes and they stop, and the tire just rolling down the street. Hard, fast, man. Just had to go get it and roll it back to them and shit. Tire just fell off the fucking car. No one got hurt. Made sure the lady had a cell phone to call him by the need, She had someone that she said was already on the way. Got in my car, headed back on where we're going. So, yeah. 228. Why couldn't you guys fucking listen? Why couldn't you just fucking listen? Ever. Like I said, up until about 2-3 years ago, you wanted me to be right. The more right I look, the more right it's getting, the more you don't want me to be right. Not now. Anyways, you guys have a good night. Stay safe. I hear bird flu's picking up and stuff. Another strand of COVID and shit like that. Be careful out there. Be nice to people, man. There's no reason being upset. Especially not over fucking politicians you never met and never will meet, and they don't care about you. Never have, never will. There was a time when you knew that. Before Trump, you knew in your heart they don't give a shit because they keep making all these lies and they don't come through. How's that border wall? How's Mexico paying for it? Huh? Oh, yeah. The Democrats thwarted that. Mexico didn't say, we're not paying for your fucking wall. So shut up. You're not buying Greenland. You're not annexing Canada. So shut your stupid orange face. Better yet, wash that shit off your old ass fucking 78-year-old bitch ass face, Marge. Admit you're a fucking loser. Beg for God's forgiveness, which we all know you won't. Admit your goddamn sin. Pray for his fucking mercy, you goddamn wicked piece of shit.